relationship. So, for starters, I will start with the first man that it started with, and we'll go from there. So, the first man, we will say his name was T-Rex, okay, like a dinosaur. So, T-Rex, at the time, I was 13 and I was dating his niece. And me and her were having a lot of issues with each other, lots of arguments, lots of fallouts. And I thought it would be a cool idea to go to him because I figured since he's her uncle, that it would be a good idea to talk to him about our issues, and he would be able to give me advice on how to basically keep his niece in my life. Also, okay, so how do I know him? He was a friend.
13 though, man. 13? "13 is young, man. That's young, y'all."
Of one of my sisters, and he would always come around. He was always in the house. He was real close with my mom, and he was just always around. And so that's what made me get comfortable with him because he was always there, you know. But yeah, so the first time I actually confided in him, it actually was around the time where I had lost my virginity, and nobody in my family knew until I came home one night with a hickey on my neck. And the sister that he was friends with, she kind of got on to me like, "Oh, you think you grown, da 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 da." And he kind of, I guess, felt bad for me or whatever. So how I told y'all about that empathetic grown nigga syndrome, he was just like, "Oh, come tell me all about it." And he was asking me, did it hurt? And quite frankly, yes, that shit did hurt. But yeah, he was just asking me questions.
You're 13. That's crazy.
About it, and so that grew my comfort in him even more. So he was like, "Okay."
You talking about come tell him about it. He like, yeah, she done been through it now. This is time to go for her. Boy.
If you ever want to talk about anything else, here's my number. You can always hit me up. So I had his number, and I took his advice. I hit him up like he told me to about his niece, my relationship with her. So, yeah. And after a while, things started to get a little weird because
With his niece. So is she gay? Is she gay?
the first actual instance was him texting me to meet him on the stairs. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. He might be like giving me something, or I thought he was about to give me something. But I went downstairs and I met him on the stairs how he told me to. And he came in for a kiss, and I felt awkward because I was like, okay, it's a grown man standing in front of me. He's coming in for a kiss. I don't want to like yell because I didn't want to cause a scene. I also felt weird with like bagging back and pulling back from him because I guess I didn't want to destroy the good vibes that was between us. Like I didn't want to like rock the boat. So I just wanted to, I guess, stay on good terms with him. Like, okay, I'm just not going to fight this. I'm just going to let it happen. He comes in for a kiss, so I'll just sit here, let it happen so we can stay on good terms. So after that, my brain kind of got a little foggy, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, I can't tell his niece. I can't tell her because she's my girlfriend. I didn't want her to break up with me. I didn't want her to be mad at me. I didn't want her to be mad at him. I didn't want him to go to jail. I didn't want to get in trouble. I just had so many reasons as to why I did not want to tell her or why I didn't want to say anything to anybody. I had a list of reasons why I shouldn't. And I think that's something that he knew. I think he knew that I wanted to keep his niece in my life. I think he knew that I had a big heart and didn't want him to go to jail. I think he knew all of how I was feeling. That's how, which fast forward way forward, like just to give y'all a glimpse, that I wasn't the first little girl that he did that to. That's why he kind of was very strategic. He knew how I was feeling. He knew what I was thinking. It's like, and he played off of that because he had experience with doing it to other girls in his own family. But yeah, so with him knowing how tied up I was, and bonded to him because of my guilt, my fear, and things of that nature, it just got worse and worse and worse. He just took the steps further and further and further. The next thing that actually happened was another kiss. He was getting ready to leave. He told me to come downstairs. So at that point, I kind of already knew, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to upset him, you know. So I was just like, okay, I'll come downstairs. And another kiss had happened, and what I remember so vividly about that, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos, that with both of the men, I remember exactly what they smelled like. So, like, whenever we were kissing, when he was getting ready to leave, I just remember him smelling like cigarettes. And everybody in my personal life, they know I hate the smell of cigarettes. Like tobacco, I absolutely hate that smell. It's strong, and it just... I hate that scent, but that's a scent that I remember of him. And then he left. And when he left, I'm guessing that that just kind of made his excitement towards me grow even more. So that's whenever the inappropriate text came in about like the stuff that he wanted to do with me and to me. And I got to the points where like I started to actually speak up like a little bit to him, and I was just like, I don't think this is right. It doesn't feel good. I don't think that, you know, like I'm dating your niece, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't think that this is something that should be going on. And
that's wrong. That both dating a niece. I'd rather you have a little boyfriend, man. Yeah, get it a niece, two girls. Where was your mom at the time? And I try not to be so judgmental when it comes to this stuff because, when you're 13, you're young, you're just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're young, man. So I just don't. I don't. In this guy, what do y'all be wanting with a 13-year-old? But I guarantee you, the 32-year-old guy, he's probably been molested by one of his little aunties or something. Or something triggered his mind. He's probably be a victim too. Man, this stuff is sickening, man. I just don't, I don't understand. I don't understand. I try to understand.
I was like, I think this should go ahead and stop now, because like I can't keep this away from your niece, but then again, I don't want to talk to her about it. Like I just felt very conflicted, and he was trying to comfort me and calm me down and let me know that it's okay, and like he was just trying to reassure me and make me feel better.
It's not okay, my nigga. That's not okay. Talking about it's okay. It's not okay. She's not uncomfortable, my nigga. It's uncomfortable. If anything, you need to be, man, nigga, you 32. Get you a 23-year-old or a 24-year-old. Nigga, get you a 25-year-old, 27. Get you one of them. What you want with a 13-year-old? You can't do what sensation are you gonna get out of that? What you gonna get out of a 13-year-old? You can't even, man, you can't do nothing with no 13-year-old. Get you one of them 25, 24-year-old. Why are you niggas doing that for? It's starting to piss me off, man. What do you want with a 13-year-old? Nigga, get you one of them young 20s, them women in their 20s. Or go somewhere and say, man, I need some help, bro. I like little young girls, bro. Tell somebody you need some help, nigga. Fuck you want with a 13-year-old? It's okay. It's not okay, man. You're not okay, nigga. This did a reaction on my other video, man. Then these little girls don't be wanting. They don't want to go to nobody because for that right there. What she just said, she don't want nobody to get in trouble. They gonna say she a snitch. She's a telltale. So in their mind, that's what they're thinking. And then sometimes, like I said in the other video, sometimes they don't listen. People don't listen. Some people brush it off. You don't know what you're talking about.
So around that time, things kind of slowed down because he saw that I was growing more and more uncomfortable, more and more frustrated. I started to get angry with him because I felt trapped. I felt stuck. In a way, I low-key felt like blackmailed too, But so yeah, everything started to slow down, and I thought to myself, okay, the worst part is over, and he got the hint that I don't want to do this, so all is well. And I was terribly wrong. So around that time, my sister, who was friends with him or whatever, she had just gave birth to my nephew. I love him. And so she was very occupied, okay? Her attention, it was somewhere else. So anybody thinking, why didn't the sister know? All of that. Just to let you know, my sister, her hands were full. That was her first baby, and none of us thought that she was going to have a baby. So, but anyways, yeah, she had my nephew, and it was one night where I was doing everything for her. I just really wanted to cater to her because although I didn't have children, I kind of sensed like, okay, she's tired. She needs help. So I was just running little errands for her, and she asked me to go get her some Kool-Aid, which was downstairs. She always made bomb Kool-Aid. So I went downstairs to get her drink or whatever. And mind you, at the time, like I said, he was always there. So he was downstairs on the couch watching TV because he was getting ready to go to work. So he really went down there to take a nap or whatever. I don't know if he really went down there to take a nap or if he just got away from my sister to be alone downstairs where it's private and dark. I don't know. I don't fully know. But I went down there or whatever with my sister's drink. And right when I turned the corner, he was right there. The couch was on the right side of me or whatever. So I'm hitting the corner, about to go to the kitchen. And he was like, come here, put the drink down. And my heart started to kind of beat fast because I'm like, I already told him I don't want to do anything. I already expressed to him how uncomfortable I am. And I froze, and it's like my brain just went completely blank. And at that point, my body was just in response mode. I found out the different stages of fear. It's like the fight, flight, freeze, and the other one is, what's that other one? I think, appease. So my body went into the appeasing and freeze mode. Appeasing is where I'm going along with what he wants because I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to cause a scene. And I'm also at this point scared of him and fearful of what he was doing to me, being released to my sister, my family, and to my girlfriend.
Where was your parents at this time? That's my next question. Where's your parents? Man, listen. When we were coming up, man, you spend the night by other people's houses, man. Man, my mom gonna talk to this lady, mama. You ain't just about to just be staying over by everybody's house. The parents, man, too, is big. I mean, y'all need to pay attention to you coming in with a hickey on your neck. What you doing with that on your neck? Where the parents be at? Say, you being too fast. Hey, give me that phone. Y'all need to be in y'all kids' life. Are you okay? Talk to your children. Talk to your kids, man. You seeing some little small behaviors around there? Oh, you got a hick on your neck? You trying to be grown? You should be having sex to this and that. Give me that phone. Who touching? Who messing with you? Talk with your kids. Talk with your kids, man. Talk with them. Do y'all wonder why kids be running away from home, can't find them? Do y'all wonder why this happened? Y'all not most of the family. Y'all not in the kids' world. I'm not saying that this could be the case, but where are the parents when all this going on? Back then, bro, we ain't spend night by anybody's house, bro. That's a no go. You ain't spend night by anybody's house because stuff like this it happened to boys too. Like I said in my other video, boys is the same. It's the same exact way.
So yeah, he was like, just put the drink down and come here. So I went to him, and when I went to him, he sat the drink down, and he like leaned back on the couch and pulled me like on top of him. And at that point, that's whenever he had lifted up my shirt and started to like, if you like, I should probably like put on this video like rated R or have your parents with you. But that was around the time where he lifted up my shirt and started to like kiss on and suck on my nipples. And after a while of doing that, he like lifted me up and he stood up and turned me around and got behind me and like pushed me towards the couch. But the way our couch was set up, it was like a drywall like behind the couch. So I was on the couch or whatever, and that's whenever he had pulled down my pants and pulled down his pants, and I had like put my hand like between us, like on my butt and his ding dong or whatever, and like I was trying to like prevent that from happening without causing a scene, without being loud, without fighting him, you know, because I was fucking scared. But I put my hand there, he had moved it, and that's whenever he proceeded to attempt to put his thing inside of me. But anybody who
Yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't know if I can finish this, dog. This is crazy. My nigga, why do you? This is sad. This is terrible. Where your parent? Where was your parents at, man? Parents, please be in your kids' life, man. Talk with them, check on them, ask them how you been, what you doing, and I know sometimes it can probably be hard, man, because like some of the kids they don't be wanna, tell on a person because they know, they don't want to be a labeled a snitch or they don't want to get in trouble and stuff like that. Man, tell somebody, man. Tell somebody. Tell somebody, bro. And don't be letting your kids just go anywhere, spending the night being around people, man. Got to watch it, man. You got to watch it, man. Cause these niggas like this boy here.
knows when you're a teen or you're a young girl, your body is not fully developed. So the way a grown man can have sex with a grown woman, it does not work with a young girl.
No, it don't work. That's what I'm saying. What do you want? What? Man, get you a 24, 25-year-old with, nigga. You can do whatever you want to with that. This is gonna be a struggle. This is gonna be a struggle. How can you get any type of sensation out of this? How can you even enjoy this? How? And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. What are you gonna get out of this? What? Nigga, get you a 24, 25-year-old, nigga. Get something like that. 23. I understand men love younger women, but nigga, no, not this. Dude, 32 years old. Nigga, get you a 24, 25. Get you something else, man. What are you getting out of this? You can't do nothing. She's 13. She's just beginning her teens. She's just getting in her teens.
So
What's this nigga
he
name?
was not
She
able
said, why you didn't say his name? I'd say his name. What's his name? She gave him T-Rex. T-Rex. Boy, you hell.
to fully put his thing inside of me, honestly, because it was just too painful. And even now, at the top of my head, I still kind of have like a little area that's like thin compared to the rest of my hair because I was in so much pain that like I was trying to scoot away from him. Like the position that I was in and how the couch was facing the wall is like nearly impossible for me to actually get away. But I was still trying to, and the top of my head, it was like rubbing against the wall. And it kind of pulled some of my hair up here out. But so yeah, it didn't fully go in and it was hurting really bad. After a while, him saying it just was not going to happen. He stopped, thank God. And that's whenever he pulled his pants back up, I pulled mine back up. I went to the bathroom and I just remember wiping blood and just being filled with rage. Like I was just like extremely angry and frustrated with him. And after that, I kind of just tucked aside how I felt and I went upstairs to give my sister her Kool-Aid. And after I gave her her Kool-Aid, I just went in my room and laid down. And I think I attempted to go to sleep afterwards, but he kept texting me. And I think at that point he was apologizing and I was telling him that I don't want to do it anymore. Like at that point I was like basically shooting off on him and just extremely angry and letting him know like I don't want to do this. Like, but this time I was more assertive with it because I was angry. And yeah, so at that point, he tried to calm me down.
Listen, if grown-ups is watching this, check on your little cousins, your nephews, your little brothers. Check on them, man. Ask them is they okay. You know what's been going on. Check on y'all, your little young ones, man. Please do, because you never know what these folk going through, man. This is sad. Y'all got to watch who you letting your kids spend a night by the house with. Can't let these kids go out and spend a night. Man, I come from an old school home. Can't spend a night by everybody's house, my nigga. You gotta watch the family on the front. You gotta watch, man. You gotta watch. And if the kids watching, and man, come on now. Don't and girls, don't be scared to tell somebody. Tell somebody, man. Somebody got to hear you out. Don't be afraid to tell somebody. Tell somebody. I know sometimes people may not want to hear what you. It's somebody out there, man, who you can talk to. You got to talk with somebody. You got to talk with somebody about this. Can't have all this in. Got to let it out some way.
Again, which I guess that's a strategy that a pedophile uses as well. After he has already hurt his victim, he tries to comfort his victim and reassure his victim and be sweet and be kind and be gentle to like put in her mind like, oh, okay, he does care. He didn't mean to do it. You know, he's trying to make up for it. So I kind of forgave him a little bit, somewhat. And I guess in a way to make up for it, the last incident happened where I was upstairs in my room and at that point, he was just like, okay, one last time. I'm not going to try to put it in you anymore. I'm not going to hurt you. And at that point, he was just like, this will be our last time. I just want to taste it. Like, that's all I remember him saying through text. And I got so irritated and fed up with him and so ready to be done with him messing with me that I just kind of gave in. I'm like, okay, this is the last time you ever get to touch me. So just go ahead and then we can be done with this. So that night or whatever, everybody was asleep and or gone. And he came to the door and I went downstairs. He came in and that was the last time he touched me. And that's whenever, to, I guess, make up for his behavior, he attempted oral sex on me. And I just remember that being extremely painful. He was just very rough.
Oral sex, that's worse. That's worse. You trying to do orals? This girl is 13, nigga. What can you... That's even worse. That's weird as hell, man.
And hard when he did it. Like, it wasn't at all soft or gentle. The best way that I could describe how it felt was, like, I don't know if y'all have ever been in a classroom and had like a pencil with an eraser on it and you would like erase really hard. But just like, I just imagine like how the paper felt, like if somebody erased it. Like, that's how I would describe how that felt when he was performing oral on me. It was very painful and I was trying to scoot away, but I think he thought I was enjoying it. That's why I was moving away, but really I was in pain and I was trying to like scoot away from him because it didn't feel good and it was just uncomfortable for me. So that was the last time anything happened. And after that, I just remember him giving me a kiss and still smelling like cigarettes. And then he left. And at that time, I was keeping it to myself. But there was this time that I went out of town to Florida. And the guilt was eating me up. I knew it was wrong. I knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't okay. And I just thought me being in Florida, it would just be the perfect time to let her know what's been going on. And
you let your mama know what's going on. Forget that niece. You should. Your parents, where are they? I'm sorry, man. Where are they? Niece, y'all are young. You be trying to let your parent, old grown up, know.
Badly enough, I think that's another reason where my guilt comes from, because she thought it was a mutual thing. I guess she had in her mind that I wanted to have sex with him and I wanted to do these things with him. And so it kind of came out as frustration and she kind of came at me with anger. And I think that was part of another reason, like, why I didn't want to tell anybody else, because I thought by me telling her that she would understand. But I was just met with anger, and she was like, I can't believe you and my uncle is doing this. Like, and it just became a me thing and part of my fault and my problem, and so.
That's why nobody don't want to tell nobody nothing. That's exactly the reason why. Homie, hear people out, homie. She trying to tell you, man, your uncle, man, he doing this to me. You got something to say. Yeah, man, man, come on now. I'm trying to tell you, my nigga, this is what's going on. And you ain't trying to hear nobody out. I just did a video about, homie, that's why the suicide rate is so high. People feel like they ain't got nobody. People just ain't trying to hear nobody out, my nigga. Everybody want to shame somebody. Nobody ain't trying to listen to what somebody got to say. It's always a shaming tactic come behind it. Oh, man, this and that. Man, you soft. Man, I wouldn't let this happen to me. Hear somebody out sometime, my nigga. Somebody trying to tell you something. You butting in saying stuff. Man, I would have did it like this. Shut up, man. Hear some people just want to be heard, my nigga. Then when a person hang himself, shooting himself, hanging himself, what happened to it? Oh my God, I wish you would have told. Shut up. Y'all wasn't there for this nigga or this girl. Now all of a sudden you sad. That's why they don't tell nobody nothing. Why you so quiet? Why you didn't tell me when stuff hit the fan? I tried to tell you, but you brushed it off. You acted like you didn't care.
Yeah. So although I wasn't going to say anything to anybody else, that kind of just secured that thought even more in my brain, not to say anything. Because I didn't want my family to be mad at me. I didn't want him to be mad at me. I didn't want anybody upset with me, because she already was. And
she the closest one to you. That's why she told you. Maybe if you would have heard her out, then maybe she could have worked it up and you should say, hey, man, you need to tell your mom about this. We finna tell her about it. Maybe she would have felt more comfortable. But now, the one that she loved the most, that she's close with, her best, whatever y'all was, y'all was close. She depended on you. Y'all was close. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, her girl, or, you know, your home girl, whatever y'all was. She's coming to you. And this is what you do? Man, that's gotta be horrible. That's gotta be sad.
Fast forward, I just started cussing him out. I'm like, now your niece, she doesn't want anything to do with me. And at that point, I just, not calling him out his name, but letting him know, like, you're nasty, you're a perv, and all of this is your fault. And now your niece is looking at me some type of way. Now she doesn't want to be with me. Like, I was just extremely furious with him. And but I still didn't say anything. I still didn't want him to go to jail. I was still protecting him. And so yeah, I didn't say anything. But what happened as to why it got out is because he actually was bragging about what he did to some girl, to my other sister's boyfriend at the time, and he knew that he was talking about me. I don't know how he knew that he was talking about me, but yeah, and then it went from there. And I just remember my sisters coming to me and like, did this happen, such and such? And yeah, it just went from there. And I just remember my family, which I still kind of a little upset with them about that, but my family decided to crowd his house. And I can't go into full details about exactly what happened, but yeah, I didn't want them to cause a scene. I just didn't want a whole bunch of public attention on that. I didn't want anybody to know. I didn't want there to be a ruckus or a commotion, you know, but it happened. He went to jail. And what made me feel even more guilty is because at that point, her family, his family, at that point, they were all calling me a hoe. So that was something that really stuck with me. And I think that's what hurt me the most, because everybody, I guess, in their family thought that it was just, oh, Lana went on to him, she was humping him, but nobody truly fully knew what was really going on. And it's just that made me walk around with a lot of shame and a lot of guilt, because I'm like, this happened to me, but I'm being painted as the villain here. Like, I just destroyed somebody's family, or I cheated on my girlfriend. Like, I just started to get painted in a horrible light, and I didn't want any of that to happen to begin with. So yeah, that's what happened in that situation. And I just, in the process of court and all, I was supposed to go up there and speak, but they changed it to where I don't have to speak and testify because of how young I was. I was still a minor. So there's no need of trying to get a minor to face her perpetrator, and make her uncomfortable. So yeah, they just took his lullaby. He snitched on himself. And they just took that and ran with it. And word of mouth was he got extra sentencing, or he kind of like put the pen on his own coffin. I remember that's what one of the policemen said, because while he was in the jail cell, he was talking to another inmate about what he did. So he snitched on himself even more. And so I really didn't have to say anything. I wasn't going to. I didn't want to. So that's how that got out. And that's why I don't trust family friends. That's why I look at really all men as a potential predator, because you never really know. They could come in the form of family friend.
That's why when niggas this is why. This is why. That's why most niggas, y'all messing it up for regular niggas. It might be a regular true nigga that's really good for a girl that's in her 20s. See, we grown now. We trying to talk to her. It's you niggas messing it up for everybody. This girl probably could have been a good wife to somebody, to one of these niggas or anything. And you probably be a real good nigga. But she don't trust nobody now because she got a nigga did that to her in the 13 when she was young. Now she don't trust nobody. She don't like no man. A lot of women like that, homie. Going through so much trauma with this right here, now they don't want to deal with nobody. Just messing it up for the real brothers. Because of you niggas. Not, y'all know what I mean. You niggas that molested and all that type of stuff. Come on, man. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. I forgot her name. Lena. I think she said Lana. Shout out to her, man, for telling her story. Because I know a lot of girls is going through this, man. This is crazy. Now, I want to go to the comments and see what they got to say. Y'all know I got to take them comments out. I can't understand why you kept yourself available to him instead of avoiding him at all times. Not condemning you. You gotta understand, y'all, she's 13 though at the time. It ain't like she's 18 or 17, maybe so. She's 13, y'all. Give her a break, man. She's 13. I hope you have gotten some therapy. The situation is crazy. As a 13-year-old with a same-sex girlfriend and fear of losing, grooming, this is all a mess. I hope you find some peace. 13-year-old should not have been dealing with of any of this. Yeah, really. You don't have no business with no girlfriend. That ain't how that's supposed to go. My heart goes out if you and the daughter no need for court. She's not the victim. She betrayed herself to become. She wouldn't allow for it to happen. She's not the victim that she betrayed herself to become. She wouldn't allow. She allowed it to happen. Yeah, she 13 though, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She was 13. I mean, your mind is impressionable, bro. You'll do anything. You're 13. Like, the brain don't even fully develop, dog, until you what? 25? She's 13. You probably would have did the same thing. It's easy to say that, bro, once you're grown and you know what I'm saying? You're grown. The brain don't even fully develop until you're 25. Come on now. This girl is 13. Mine is very impressionable. Shout out to her, man. Most of you niggas, y'all need some help. Yeah, y'all need some help, man. Check on your kids, your daughters. Talk with them, man. Watch how they do. Watch how they moving. And get with them and talk with them. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're brand new, man. Until next time, we out.